Hey, what's up, y'all? Let's see. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Kim. I'm the creator of allthingsdrone.com. And for today's video, I'm talking to you about how to protect your drone and what you need to do to protect your drone. Okay, so let me know where you're watching from. If you're new here, be sure to share this video out and you can hit the like button. If you are a drone owner, definitely let me know in the comments, or if you're thinking about buying a drone, let me know. But I wanted to go live really quickly to talk about how do you protect your drone? I mean, drones are very expensive depending on what type of drone you buy and depending on what brand and everything. So if you're looking at some of the like DJI drones, Skydio, Autel, like you're going to be spending a few $100 and sometimes even thousands of bucks. So how do you protect that investment? So one of the ways that you can protect your drone, and let me show, 1 second, let me put something up. Okay, so one of the ways that you can protect your drone is by looking into one additional option is the purchase protection that you get with credit cards. So I know with a lot of the American Express cards, if you purchase a drone with that American Express card, there's like an extended warranty beyond the first year warranty that you have on the drone. So it's very limited, but that is an option. So just if you're thinking about going that route, you can purchase it with that card. Make sure your card has purchase protection, but and then read kind of the fine print as far as how many instances you have before you go that route. But you are able to have additional protection through your credit card, and that's after the first, like the manufacturer's warranty is over. So after the manufacturer's warranty is over, then you have that purchase protection, and that really goes for any electronics. So anytime I buy any big ticketed items, I make sure to put it on the card that has purchase protection. And another option is the drone replacement programs that a lot of the manufacturers have. Not sure if you're familiar with it, but for example, 1 second. Okay, so for example, DJI has what it's called the DJI Care Refresh. And basically, it's like a replacement program. So you buy this refresh or packet or option, and it's based on what the drone is, which drone that you purchase. But as you see here, there's two options. They also have, put it on some of the handheld devices, and then on the camera drones, you have an option of 1 year. Let me zoom in for this so I can make sure you can see it. So there is an option for a 1 year plan, and then you get two replacements, and then there is an option for like maintenance services, a discounted repair, and then there's a 2 year plan which includes three basically number of replacements, including flyaway coverage. So that's why this option might be better for some folks, because the protection that I mentioned earlier is only for certain covers certain things, and it's this covers collision, water damage, flyaway, and just natural wear and tear. And like I was citing here, on the 2 year plan, you get 3 replacements, and you have the option to extend it for 24 months. Versus on the 1 year plan, you have the option to you don't have the option. And on the 2 year plan, you get 3 discounted repairs. So basically, when you purchase the drone through DJI, you can add that option. And let's just say, for example, I won't pull up the Pro. That's the one I just ordered, but that's not really a beginner drone. If you're looking for more of a beginner drone, you're going to look at like the DJI Mini SE or the DJI Mini 2. So let's just look, for example, on the DJI Mini 2, which usually runs like $499 or so for the drone itself. But if you add the DJI Care Refresh plan, it is $49. So basically, you can bind it to an aircraft. Just make sure you haven't activated, and make sure like you can add it to the plan if it's, or add it to the drone if it's been, like if it's brand new, or basically if you've only activated within the past 48 hours. And I know for me, I have purchased a drone from Best Buy and I was able to add it later. I had to go through a more in depth process, so it wasn't just as easy as paying for it. I had to actually send in a video to DJI to um, add that feature, or add basically to show that my drone was functioning. So I can't just add it later to a drone without showing that it actually works. Because you can imagine a lot of people probably would try to do that and then try to mail in for a replacement the next day. So I had to do like a series of recording, like the drone, like the actual gimbal on the drone is operational and things like that. And I was able to add it that way. But it's just easier if you want to add it um, when you purchase it, or at least, within 48 hours of purchasing it. So this is the example of the DJI Care Refresh program. And again, like I said, you can get different things, and then you'd actually have to mail it back. Although like there's some flyaway coverage in there, some of the other options as far as for replacement, you actually have to have like the drone with you. So like some people actually have lost their drones in the water, and they're like, well, I can't get a replacement because, I haven't been able to either find it or whatnot. So there are some caveats to this, but I pretty much add it when I order. I did the 2 year on the Mini 3 Pro, which I'm excited. I'm going to be receiving, hopefully, knock on wood, on Tuesday. So the Mini 3 Pro, if you haven't seen some of the videos that I've done on it, it came out this month, or basically it was released for available to purchase this month. And a lot of the ones that were ordered like the day it dropped are getting shipped out like today and arriving on 5/31. If you're trying to order it now, you might not get it until July. I haven't looked lately, but I think the last time I looked, it was July. So let me know where you all are watching from if you've considered um, purchasing a drone. And definitely be sure to like this video. Thank you. Okay, so let's go to the next item, basically, which is Altel, which is another big drone manufacturer. And they have what is called Altel Robotics Care. And it's basically their version of it. And you can purchase it, and it includes water damage protection. You get 2 replacements, of course, for a fee. There is like accidental, like if you need it expedited, you can do that. And it shows you the supported products for their line. It shows you like it's a first replacement fee of $159. and things like that. So what happens is if once the accident happens, unfortunately, I hope it doesn't happen for a lot of y'all, but you basically contact them. You send the drone, to the repair center and pay the replacement fee, and you get the replacement. So this is the same thing here that you see with DJI. You can't, the aircraft must not have been opened, and also like are either, let's see, it hasn't been opened, and then once you purchase this care, you have like 48 hours to add that to it. So let's look at what an example, and I can't really see the price of it because I don't have my aircraft, but that's another important thing is that you need to have your aircraft serial number handy when you're purchasing this. Okay. And so that gives you kind of like an idea of what to expect, like when you're looking at drone replacement programs. So you can do that through the manufacturer, but then you can either go the purchase protection route, or you can look at the drone replacement options. But I prefer the drone replacement option. I haven't had to use it, again, knock on wood, and I hope I don't really have to use it, but it just gives me a peace of mind to have that there. Okay, so next is basically travel insurance. So if you're someone that doesn't want to, or that travels a lot with your drone, you can basically find a travel insurance that includes coverage over like your articles of basically your electronics. So it was called like articles. Um, and it's going to be in the travel insurance. I use World Nomads when I go traveling, and it includes up to 10,000 of electronics coverage. And I find that I go with that one because I'm usually traveling with my DSLR, my laptop. I might be traveling with my work laptop, even though that's covered differently, but I'm traveling with that. And on top of that, I'm traveling with my drone. So I just do that. So what happens if you are traveling and you have an incident with one of your electronics, and you have that coverage that includes it? You could go to like a repair shop and get it fixed there as they can. Hopefully they can do it on the spot. And basically you would be reimbursed. So you would file a claim against that travel insurance when you got to wherever and be reimbursed for that. So that's just an additional level of protection over your drone. And then, of course, you always have the regular like renter's insurance if it includes some of your things. But I don't do that. I have the DJI Refresh, and then I'll do World Nomads for my travel insurance because I want to make sure if something happens with my flight, it just includes everything. So if something happens with my flight, my baggage is delayed, and that kind of things are included on your credit card. And that's on my other channel that I talk about on my travel channel, Work Hard, Travel Well. But that's just an additional layer of protection. What's up, Ted? Thanks for checking in. Okay, so let me pull this back up. Okay, so the next one is called flight insurance, and I don't know how many of you have ever heard of that. So there's different layers, but different options for protection. But as you can see, and I'll explain the flight insurance, but if you're looking to like make money with your drone after you have your Part 107, which is the certification needed to actually make money with your drone, you will be on drone jobs, and they will require you have a certain amount of insurance coverage. So God forbid something happens while you're working on the job and you like damage something with your drone. So you can do there, like you'll see in job ads, they'll say like you must have $1 million, 2 million, whatever it is, to be able to do that. But most people don't want to always have that insurance. So what I use on my jobs is called Skywatch. And hold on one second. Okay, so Skywatch is basically an insurance plan and it's on demand. So what you'll see is drone pilots, they'll do on demand insurance, especially if you're doing just, depending on how much level of jobs you're doing per month, this will get you on demand insurance. So how it works is you can pay bi monthly, you can get an annual plan. You can also get an hourly plan. So just say you wanted to, I see a lot of jobs where they say, hey, we need someone to come out, like it's a last minute job. So they'll say, we need someone to come out and film XYZ or take photos, and we need to make sure that you have XYZ amount of coverage. So you can get that through like a on demand program. Like I said, I use Skywatch. But then there's also an option where Skywatch includes like a replacement or protection program on the drone. So if you're doing, this if you're on a job, you don't have to worry about getting you might already have Dji Refresh or whatever kind of replacement program, but this is just an additional option. So it's all in depending on how much, what you see yourself doing with the drone, how often you find that you're going to be actually doing jobs with the drone versus just for personal use. But for now, I would definitely recommend, if you're not going to go the purchase protection route, which is through your credit card, I would definitely recommend the options I talked about earlier, which is the drone replacement programs through the manufacturer. But all things aside, though, it definitely depends on how much you're spending on your drone. I'm not saying go out and put this on some of the like lower end, less expensive drones, but this is something that helps with um, some of the like higher end drones, and even just the drone like the mini that's like literally could be like $299 to $499 or even $599 depending on which option that you get. So let me know if you have any questions. I really wanted to go live really quickly just to go over ways that you can protect your drone. Like I said, I'm excited for the Mini 3 Pro that will come later this month. And I don't foresee stuff happening, but like I said, I like to have that peace of mind because when you think about it, paying like anywhere from 49 and to 59 or whatever for the refresh versus the Mini 3 Pro, after all said and done, I got the controller with the screen already built in. It's roughly like $1,300 of an investment. So I want to make sure that I protect that as much as possible, because the price to protect it versus having to pay another $1,300, which at that point I wouldn't, definitely outweighs, being, having to shell out that much again. So if you're new here, be sure to subscribe to this channel. I post videos and like drone tips for beginners and also drone news. So take a look at some of my old videos. Be sure to like this and share it if you found it helpful. And I will catch you all on the next live. Have a good night.